and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. Every Tuesday and Friday, I go live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. These live streams are, of, of course, they are completely free of charge, and they've mainly focused on Google Ads, YouTube ads, online and digital marketing, anything and everything to help you grow your business, generate more leads or sales. So, if you are new here to this session, the format is very informal and friendly. I'll cover today's topic, and towards the end of the session, I'll try my best to answer any questions you may have. So, what we do is I'm going to start sharing my screen in a second. But if you're new here, and I would love to hear or see where you're from, so just put it in the chat as to which country you're from, and we can get started. If you are watching on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, and you do send in a question, I should be able to see all my comments and questions over here in one place, and I will refer to them towards the end. All right, so let's get started. Let's share my screen. Mm-mm. So today I'm talking about 5 tips for effectively writing Google Ads. Okay, let me close some of these. All right. So you should be able to see my screen, and I'm going to cover 5 tips for effective search ads for yourself. So before I get started, if you do have any questions, then you can either put them on our YouTube channel or in our Facebook group. I'll answer them from there as well. If you haven't liked, subscribed, or shared, I'll truly appreciate it if you can give it a little thumbs up. And if you do wish to get your account audited, then I offer a free 30-minute Google Ads account audit where I will give you practical tips on how to improve your campaigns, your profitability, and the performance of the campaigns. So if you'd like to take up on this offer, it's free of charge. All I request is that we are able to share the audit with our social media community. All right, so 5 tips to create effective search ads. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a bit more so you guys can see this a bit better. Okay, I think that looks a lot better. Um, all right, so ensure you need to do these 2 things, and these tips which I'm going to go through have been updated by Google Ads recently. So these are pretty much the latest tips on how to effectively create search ads. And this is what they have to say. So this is from Google Ads, and this is exactly what they are saying. So you need to pay attention to this, because whatever Google Ads say, you got to follow it to the dot, right? Don't try to be clever. Don't try to be super smart or try to outsmart Google by doing things which you think is smart, but we're not smarter than Google. Trust me. You will either get suspended or your ads won't work. So just follow these helpful tips. So implement at least one responsive search ad with good or excellent ad strength per ad group. So you only need one, because you've got 15 headlines and 4 description lines. It's a lot of information in there. So you don't need to create multiple responsive search ads. I have seen other people make ads with 6 headlines and 2 description, and then add 2 as 6 headlines and 2 description. Whichever works for you, you can test it, try it. We as an agency, when we run ads for our clients, we just make one ad. Advertisers who improve ad strength for the responsive search ads from poor to excellent see 9% more clicks and conversions on average. I would have thought that the 9% would be a lot higher, but actually it's only 9%. So you will find this very frustrating. And I find this very frustrating as well when you and I feel that, okay, we've written a really good ad and it's just not budging from that poor to average or good or to excellent. You try lots of different things, still it won't budge. So in that case, let it run, see how the CTRs and the performance of that ad is, and then it will update itself. But that's one thing which I really struggle with as well, as to it's got its mind of its own as to how Google knows that it's a poor ad or an excellent ad. Because we put in all the keywords, we put in benefits, features, call to action, pricing, offers, and so on, but still it just would not budge from poor. And if you got any tips on that as to how to make it shift it to good or excellent, then please put them in the comments. Okay. Implement ad extensions such as site links and image extensions. This is also important. Image. You can put in your headshot, your business logo, and everything. And on the Google's search page, you will find that your image extension is showing up with an image of yours. So why wouldn't you do it? When I audit accounts, very few accounts do have image extensions set up. Ad extensions make your ads more engaging and allow you to show helpful information about your business. More eligible extensions give your ads more opportunity to meet users' specific needs. Okay. So you as a marketer need to deliver the right messaging for the right moment, what they're searching for, and when that ad pops up. So better creative messages improve ad relevance and drive more qualified clicks from your search ads. You don't want every unqualified clicks. You got to get somebody onto your landing page or to your website who are interested in your offer or product. So first one, write compelling, genuine ad copy. Right now, when what I mean by genuine is, first of all, don't copy other people's, and secondly, now some people might disagree with me, but try to stay clear of the AI generated ad copy, which there's so many apps coming out now and they're getting better and better. Eventually it will, but what I've heard from my friends in the industry, Google knows that it is written by a bot and not by a human. I don't know how, don't ask me why, but that is what people have told me, and this is why we don't use it. We just use humans to write the compelling and genuine copy. So craft messaging that focuses on the user benefits, not about it's me, me, me. We are the best. We've been established so many years. Yes, these are all very important points, but you need to focus on the person, on the user or the prospect, right? So users respond to ads that speak to their needs. This is why we go to Google to solve our problem. We need a solution to our problem, and this is what we need to do: is focus on the user, right? Tie your headline and description lines messages to your keywords. And the reason being, users tend to engage with ads that appear most relevant to the search. And the way we do this is pin the headline one with the keyword in it. So it's always pinned. So the headline one will always show up in every ad with the keyword in it. So that is what we tend to do. Avoid generic language in your ads. Use specific call to actions. Generic calls to action often slow um, decrease engagement with ads. So you got to be super specific what you want them to do. Click now. You can't use the word click now or click here. Buy now, download now, get quotation, book appointment, watch video. All these kind of call to actions you need to have to make your ads enticing. Check ad strength for insights into how users may react to your ads. So this metric is a valuable way to ensure that you're delivering the right message to the right users. It's really important. Okay, number two, Create messaging that reflects your brand and the products and services you offer. Create ad text that appeals to your users across devices. So you got your computer, mobile, and what's the other one? Tablet. We don't run on TV, although it has Google has got the option in it. So a compelling call to action on one device tends to be compelling on other devices as well. Why wouldn't it be? Focus on your headlines. These are really, really important headlines, right? The first thing you're going to read in an ad are the headlines and not the description or the site links. So really focus hard on headlines, and it's not very complicated, to write ads. I've got so many videos on our channel as to how I write ads. Just watch them if you're struggling to write headlines and descriptions. So headlines are the first thing people see and will play a big factor in how well your ads perform. And a big factor is obviously the CTR for Google. Google makes money when people click on the ads. They want a high CTR. So the higher the CTR, the better the quality score will be, and they're going to reward you with higher quality score and lower CPC. So it's a win-win-win situation. The person looking for that solution gets the right ad, Google makes money, and we make money as well. Try headlines of varying lengths. This is interesting. So although we have got 30 characters in the headlines, and the tendency would be to use as many characters as possible, but this is what Google is saying. Try some short ones. So out of 15, perhaps 5 of them, make them shorter length. So longer headlines increase the clickable space of your search ads, but you might find that shorter headlines perform better for people already searching for your brand. Okay, consider using dynamic search ads to save even more time. I love DSAs or dynamic search ads because they're super simple, very easy to set up, and we run ads the lazy way. Based on the content from your site, dynamic search ads automatically generate headlines for you and show your ads to people searching for your products. So with DSAs, you only need to write 2 description lines. God knows what Google writes in these headlines because it's going to look at your landing page or that website and create some kind of headline which will appeal to the user. And we never see it, and God knows what they write, but it works wonderfully well. Dynamic search ads do work really, really well. If you haven't tried it, then I would highly recommend that you start trying and start setting up a dynamic search ad. Add as many unique, relevant headlines and descriptions as you can. You got 15 headlines, 4 description lines. Don't be lazy. Use all of them. Okay, provide unique assets allows the system to assemble more ad combinations. So you're giving more data to Google. Use keyword insertion and ad customizers if you have a lot of ads to maintain. I'm not a very big fan of keyword insertion because if everybody is using the same, then it tends to look very similar, but it does take a lot of time using keyword insertions and ad customizers. So you can tailor your creative messages to a user search while reducing your management overhead. So when you got thousands of keywords or lots and lots of ads to write, then this may be the way to go. Pair responsive search ads with smart bidding on broad match keywords. Now, they are very specific as to what we need to do. That pair the responsive search ad with smart bidding and broad match keywords. They're telling us, let us free, let Google free, and it's going to go and get you the results, which is true. A lot of our accounts where we've got a lot of conversion data of over 1,000 conversions, then we go with no targeting quite very often on display networks and YouTube and so on, and we get some really incredible results at the cheapest possible price. So broad match keywords are the cheapest. Then you got the phrase, and the exact is the most expensive. So show the right message to as many relevant people as possible while automatically setting the right bid for each query, which is fine. Now with broad match, phrase, and exact and phrase not being exact or phrase, now they will show for close variants. I'm not sure why they have kept exact and phrase. Why not just take away phrase as well and just have one, or take away exact and just have one uh, match type, either phrase or exact or just broad, which I believe it will happen very soon, where Google has already taken away the broad match modifiers. And I think we are heading towards an audience based Google Ads rather than keywords based. Okay, number four, enhance your ads with extensions. Enable all extensions that make sense for your business. Why wouldn't you do it? It's going to make your ads a lot bigger, so you've got to use it. Again, don't be lazy, put in the work, just set it up, and it's kind of like set and forget. You don't need to keep changing it. So ad extensions make ads more useful and engaging to the users, and they help you meet your marketing objectives. For example, advertisers can see a 20% increase in CTR on average when four site links show with their search ads. That's a lot, 20%, right? So you've got to use it. Make your ad extensions as relevant and high quality as possible. Extensions are automatically chosen based on several factors, including previous performance, user context, and available space. Last one, test and optimize creative messaging. Use ad variations to test and iterate creative messages. You can learn about your users' preferences and improve your performance by honing ad text, especially your headlines. Headlines are really important, as I said, and I keep repeating myself because it is going to really make a big difference if you got some really good headlines. Um, Evaluate the success of your ads based on incremental impressions, clicks, and conversions your ad groups and campaigns receive. So, responsive search ads help you qualify for more auctions. Right? That's the only ad you can create now. The expanded text ads are not there anymore. So, ad level performance and metrics like click through rate and conversion rate may not paint a full picture of your performance. And this is how you would optimize and write creative um, or set up creative search ads, responsive search ads in Google Ads. So I'll be back on Friday, same place, same time. So if you've been watching live, thanks for watching in, and I'll see you on Friday. So till then, stay safe and you have a productive working week. Thanks for being here, and goodbye for now.